Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Evil Genius 2 for, I think, the final thing. We're pressing toward Utopia here just as fast as we possibly can. I think a lot of our minion counts are still pretty screwed up. I think we're short a lot of stuff, but you know, we bought all the workers, they're retraining. We'll get there. You know, I don't think we actually lost that much of value over here. Yeah, it's probably not a big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. So, fuel, data. We need data. We need all of the data. Ooh, look at that very cheap reset. I'll take that. So, okay, we're grabbing some out here. Yep, we are out of martial artists for the moment. We're working on it. You know, we're working on all of this stuff. That's going to be 60 heat, which we cannot bear currently. Is there no... Oh, interesting. There's no purchasable reset here. There's only the slow one. That is not usually how that works. This is the very expensive one, but that's fine. Just trying to manage my heat a little bit. Yeah, it is a real bummer. We are, like, very unable to go get data anywhere because of how bad my heat is. Here we go. Here's one.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
This one doesn't even have a data scheme available. We just got a... Ooh, green. A little short on intel, but we're certainly not short on quantum chemists. So we are going to need another 100 data to be able to finish off this thing.
Either the minions or the training room, boss.
I'm a little disappointed to see that frying Patriot HQ didn't completely remove all heat from the Patriot regions. Like, who's running the show at this point, you know? That feels like definitely a thing that ought to happen. Okay, so there's another one here. Are we currently, am I currently boosting intel importance? I am not. I should be, though. I probably had her doing something important. Fighting agents or something, I'm sure.
This is crucial to my...
And I will say, given how seriously I did not take the the final waves of agents and stuff, it's remarkable how much damage, or how little damage rather, was actually done to the base. It was not bad at all. We lost almost nothing. Okay, so more intel, always more intel. You have never ever had enough intel. Okay, so while all of that stuff is running, we gotta periodically check in here and make sure that we're firing this when it gets to 25, because we will overflow if we're not pretty careful about it. And I guess we're just like...
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training.
The big climactic battle does not happen at the climax of the game, or rather, if maybe you do want to call it the climax, but at the very least there's a denouement following. Yo, this is bad. B-trap is bad. If somebody starts trying to escape, they cause Bs for everyone else.
Either the minions or the training room, boss.
Alright, you've decided to... You were training to be a counter-agent, and then you changed your mind. I have feelings about that. Oh, what bad news. You just walked into Jubei right as I put the tag on. Let's see if we can't brainwash them into working for us again. I think they're just going to turn into a worker, right? Isn't that what we discovered? I guess let's find out.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
I mean, if her stats weren't complete garbage, she wouldn't be escaping in the first place.
Training has stalled.
That minion needs no distractions.
Yep.
Ignore him.
Just turned into a worker. Well,
Something
whatever.
is wrong with either the
We tried.
minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, anywhere else that I can send out heat resets or get data up here? I would love to just do this with counter agents if possible. Okay. Just trying to get the fewest possible distractions.
Either the minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, counter agent training seems to be going well. We're getting those done pretty quickly.
Training has stalled.
Alright, working on martial artists. This is doable.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
That's pretty doable, but 6 counter agents is still a lot. Certainly not
Your
ideal.
minions are in combat.
I just saw us lose a martial artist to combat. What a shame.
Has stalled.
And then the rest of the investigators are just like, we're going to pretend we didn't see that.
Something is wrong.
It's
with
nice of
either
them, at
the
least.
minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, we are about to be able to launch another shot here, and she's got to be out of morale by now. We're getting there. So yeah, I guess we just sit here and wait until we get one more fuel, and then we
Something
launch a
is wrong
second
with
attack.
either the minions or the training room, boss.
It is a shame, though, that they sort of, like, missed this opportunity to make it feel like you are getting control over the world by, like, as you take out the HQs, the areas become more under your control and stop generating heat and stuff. Alright,
Something is wrong.
let's do it. Let's do the thing. She should come running, right? Because she's not in
Training has stalled.
her mode anymore. Yep, okay. Level 3 shot at
Something is
the
wrong
Northern
with
Hammer
either
Districts. Why not?
See the world my way. Prepare the void.
Alright, and also we should keep pressing the launch button on these. Alright, we're gonna need a lot more fuel.
training has stalled.
So, when we fired at the other headquarters, we sort of glassed the whole region, right? Is that gonna happen again here?
Reservation for me at the Hammer B&B.
Of course, boss. What are your travel dates?
Ah, never. I just want to make a reservation and then cancel. Just like I cancelled Hammer.
Nope, that doesn't make any sense. Swing and a miss on the dialogue. Okay, so yeah, it does remove all of the missions that you could have been doing there. In a sense, sort of making the place actually less useful to us, which is a weird choice. Again, I think it should probably remain functional and just
Something is
not,
wrong with either the minions or the training room,
send these
boss.
guys out. It should probably remain functional and just like there's no more heat in areas controlled by that faction, but whatever, it's fine.
Has stalled.
We're probably gonna need a reset there. This we can do as soon as the people are up.
Something is wrong with either the
Ugh,
minions
and we're just
or the
short
training room,
everything.
boss.
Already. Okay,
Training has stalled.
we gotta manually have Zalika reset her morale so that she can prioritize the thing. And gosh, lots of training. So much training is
Something
happening.
is wrong with either
We're trying so hard to replace all of the minions that I'm always sending off to their doom.
training has stalled.
So are these all the same? Yes, they're all the same mission.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
I mean, I guess let's do the one in the place where the heat isn't super high.
Training has stalled.
I really do think there probably ought to be a fuel for your Doomsday device counter on the UI somewhere.
With either the minions or the training room, boss.
So for the moment, I guess, yeah, we could build more Intel consoles and stuff, but, you know, based on what we see here, minions probably wouldn't use them
Something
anyway.
is wrong with either the minions or the training room.
So we're just waiting on Zalika's morale. That's the only thing that really matters.
Training has stalled.
I could, potentially dig out some space up here, and we can maybe
Something is wrong
compress
with either the minions or the
a
training
few
room,
more consoles into her effect radius, right? If we put consoles along the back side of
boss.
this,
Training has stalled.
I don't know exactly how the radius works, if we have to be affecting the places where the shoes are, or if it's enough to have any part of the
Something is
object
wrong
be in the
with
radius.
either the minions
But if
or
it's the
training
latter,
room, boss.
then that will give us some extra things being prioritized.
Training has stalled.
Also, kind of pressing on power again, somehow. Still we do not have enough. Also, there's just a spot for a generator here where I never put a generator. Oh, right, because I never finished renovating this room, is why. Well, whatever. At this point, I'm not gonna bother. Let's just throw down some generators and call it good. Alright, that'll be more power than we will ever need. Which I think is probably the 5th time I've said that, but this time I mean it.
Let's get silent. Let's proceed.
Yes, let's get Scient. Alright, can't really do a thing there. Can do this, I suppose.
Something
And
is
then we can
wrong
fire
with
this in a
either the
second.
minions or the training room, boss.
Oh, I lost a hitman. What the hell happened to... That was fine a second ago.
Seconds to comply.
Apparently there are enemies in the base. Well, I assume that's probably what happened. I'm going to wait until these consoles are actually in place before I press the button on her.
Minions are in combat.
Is this a thing I need to worry about? Maybe a little.
Feel my wrinkled
Okay.
fist.
They are, in fact, putting up a real fight. Nope, that's a guard. Don't kill the guard. Ah, whatever. It's fine. It's under control. They did actually damage out both Jubei and Iris, though. Those were some real dudes. So like I was saying, it is still actually worth managing our heat where we can.
Or the training room, boss.
Did that... The job disappeared while I was looking away. That's annoying.
Training
Also, apparently
has
now I just don't have $4,000. I guess I haven't really maintained money schemes.
This Iris unit will be offline for scheduled maintenance.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Tranquility? So boring.
Let's send out one good money scheme. We'll hit this HQ last.
You're running out of gold. Maybe spend less.
I'm a little surprised about the degree to which we are running out of gold.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Alright, how are we doing on actual fuel here?
Training has stalled.
All the way back up to 11.
Something is wrong.
So
with
they're
either the minions
gonna run
or the
out to
training
that
room, boss.
soon enough, probably. Most likely, probably. I'd love to do
Henchman
this.
has recovered.
I mean, in some places we're just going to have to prioritize money over data so that we have the money to keep sending people out on missions. Also, like, the data stuff pops up kind of everywhere. Although, all of it is vulnerable to the,
Need anything?
to the intel
Because
problems.
I said so.
Okay, she actually is reaching the footprints in front of this anyway. So yeah, we're definitely getting some more stuff on there. Also, boy, we have spent a lot of minions in real quick succession here.
Has stalled.
Okay, we can send that off.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
This is going to take hitmen, so that's probably going to be a while. Also takes hitmen, very inconvenient. You know what? That's dollars with no intel. Go go ahead and do it.
You're running out of gold. Maybe
I hear you.
steal some from the world.
You know, I didn't have to go and make improvements to the base. I was just sort of itching for something to do on account of this world map stuff. All right, so we're at 16, and it's not really that easy to see how many, like, is there a list somewhere? It looks like no. Of just like all of the missions that are currently running. A list of all of the missions that are currently running and the missions where you've engaged them but the helicopter hasn't actually gone to the place yet would be really nice.
Training has stalled.
Okay, we're getting some more money. We still have one fuel mission committed. Where's the other...
The training room, boss.
What is the other thing the helicopter still has to do? I don't know. It says 2 requests outstanding.
Training resumed.
Oh, it didn't actually deliver everybody to that, right? Because of course it doesn't. It just flew a single person, I'm pretty sure. Yeesh.
Training has stalled. Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on people to get trained for stuff, I guess. Although we can't actually... I was going to say, we can't actually initiate a mission unless we already have the minions for it. So no, it can't be that we are waiting for people to get trained. Those people were in the depot already and the helicopter just didn't. It just chose not to take them. Okay, there we go.
Training resumed.
That one's helpful, at least. And we're back to making money because we got the stuff installed. So we'll be on this any second.
Resumed.
And we actually have a reasonable amount of intel banked up now.
Training resumed.
So I think, like, I don't dislike the mechanics of this game. I think the managing the world map thing, it does give you a good sense of, like, managing a big, ridiculous cartoon criminal empire. Like, you get a good sense of being a Saturday morning cartoon villain. You know what? We're just going to cancel a lot of these. Some of them have already been ordered. Okay, not this one, though. We're fine on power. I don't need to be building stuff. I feel like I want to be building stuff. Because, like, building a base, also compelling. But basically, I don't think there's anything wrong with the mechanics that the game has, but I do think the campaign is maybe twice as long as these mechanics sort of have in them, in terms of, like, remaining interesting. I think that this thing would feel just fine if it were half the length. And you wouldn't actually lose very much if it were half the length, because you don't do anything new in the second half of the campaign. You're just kind of doing the same things from before. But again, 40 heat, we can afford 40 heat. Okay, lots and lots and lots of data incoming. Eventually, sometime, you know, whenever the helicopter does the thing. So let's take a look at how much fuel we have gathered. Okay, we're close to a third shot.
Training resumed.
I will say, though, that this bothers me. Put this over here, at least. Okay. No more money going out for frivolous things. We gotta focus.
Training.
This is good, though. I'm happy we did this. And hey, the helicopter is even kind of doing its thing in a reasonable amount of time. So unfortunately, each of these missions is 3 data. So it is still an awful lot of missions in total. Alright, 2 schemes completed, and we'll be able to get on the next shot. That requires mercenaries. We're still a little short on. Yep, we definitely spent all of the quantum chemists. That's going to take a little bit of time to refill. Do we have any purple ones available? Nope, no purple fuel.
Something is
Well,
wrong with either the
let's
minions
go ahead
or
and
the
reset
training room,
heat
boss.
in the places where it's very high. I do appreciate these cheaper 15 intel heat resets. I'm not sure what generates those versus the other ones, but I'm very happy to see them.
Training has stalled.
Alright, so we're just working on mercenaries there. Okay, I did hear the mission complete sound, but it must have been one of our heat reset missions that completed. Okay, so we have... yeah, we have several that are close. I don't know if it matters where we go next.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room,
Commit
boss.
that one. We have lots of muscle minions, just not mercenaries.
Training has stalled.
It does seem like we're seeing a lot fewer of the purple fuel missions than the other ones, though, right? Okay, again, 2 mission complete noises, and nope, nothing.
Either the minions or the training room, boss.
Maybe does the fuel have to get brought back to the machine manually?
Training.
I guess I had been assuming that it would work like gold, but maybe it works like loot instead? In which
Something
case,
is wrong with either the minions
I guess we'd
or the
watch
training
down
room,
here and
boss.
see if anybody runs over to the machine. In fact,
Training has stalled.
yep, that is how it goes. Okay, so completion of the mission does not instantly result in the fuel gain.
Something
Okay.
is wrong with either the minions
How
or the training
is morale?
What to do?
Let's just go ahead and kill that. She should run over here.
Experiment requires my
Because we're gonna have it in a second. Let's make sure we fire this just as soon as we can.
has stalled.
Alright, level 3 shots. Not down here, we know that. I think... No, we're currently doing a mission there. Yeah, let's just bomb this one then.
Calculations complete. Commence the next human trial.
Listen, if we've learned anything over the course of the game, it's that the people in this world are not qualified to run their own brains. If anything, I'm helping. I'm saving the world, basically. And there's no argument you can possibly make against that.
Bring me a stapler. I want a trophy.
The very best anvil stapler. A super stapler.
They won't be needing it again.
Is that a reference I'm not getting? Or why would the anvil thing be a stapler? Okay. I don't know. That one doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Okay, 80 heat on that mission is a little high. That's a little high for what we can afford. We're still working on mercenaries. Yep, still working on mercenaries.
These are the best fighters? Jubei will destroy them.
Yep, Jubei is just fighting somebody. He loves to do that. That's his whole deal.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, yep, we're just waiting on a lot of minion training. It would be really nice if we had any purple fuel gathering missions. Ah, there we go. This we have the resources for.
Something is wrong with either the minions or
Okay,
the
that's
training
about to
room,
complete
boss.
and immediately pops up. Okay, one that we can, in theory, do. Oh, I should
Training has
Yes.
send Zalika to restore her stats so that we can push intel. So without her doing that, we really do not pull these very quickly. Hey there. What you
something is
doing?
wrong with either the minions
Hold on.
or the training room, boss.
You are... okay? It is not clear. I guess it's probably just a morale boost? Maybe? It would have been cool to see a unique effect off of that. I mean, I'm sure it does something. The game does not always do a good job of making it clear what's going on, but it seems like each of the loot items does something cool and unique, so probably that one is no different. Okay, we're going to be able to actually launch this in a second here. And I am not keeping count.
Either the minions or the
So let's see,
training room,
3,
boss.
6, how many others do we have running? Although even this is not going to give us a very good count, because of course we're going to have to now
Something is wrong with
wait
either
for the
minions
fuel
or
from
the
the other
training
things to
room,
be
boss.
delivered. So I have no idea how much fuel is incoming, basically. We see 6 more on the board with 10 in the machine again. And I'm just waiting on a little bit of intel gathering. I wonder why they don't let you see your characters from the world map. They let you mess with the minion training.
Resumed.
It would be nice to be able to check in on her current morale
Something
level.
is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
So we should probably send out some resets on some of this stuff.
Training
Even though,
has
yes,
stalled.
that does mess with the helicopter. So we still need
Something
50
is wrong
fuel.
with either the
As
minions
far as
or
we
the
know, we just
training
queued up
room, boss.
19. So we got a ways to go here.
Training has stalled.
Okay, we're just short intel for this now and that. So as soon as Zalika's ready to go,
Either the min-
What next?
yep, that'll do it.
I'm intrigued to see the results.
Training has stalled.
Alright, we should be able to burn through these pretty quickly. We will get enough fuel for her to finish off, or for her to fire another shot. And then we'll probably have to reset her and do the whole loop one more time.
Bossy. I'm the boss.
Alright, quickly minions. Scurry forth. I do love a good scurry.
Has stalled.
Alright, so we want to be doing... When we have a chance to do the orange ones, I guess we want to do them because they are
Something is
a little
wrong
bit
with either
cheaper on
minions
intel than the
or
others.
training room, boss.
The science ones all require 20.
Training has stalled.
Oops, that's not.
Something is wrong with either
Cancel.
the minions
Sorry.
or the training room,
The
boss.
scheme has not started progress. We get a full refund. That one is not a good idea because that place is about to overheat. Here we go. Can we send in a reset? Nope, the fast reset is not available. Okay, well that's just going to overheat then. That's fine.
Or the training room, boss.
We'll pull a little bit of attention, more than I would like, certainly. We don't have the people for that. Okay, here we go. 60 heat. Yeah, man, we're getting heat so quickly absolutely everywhere.
Or the training room, boss.
It's actually kind of... I have no idea why our heat is going up at the rate that it's going up in so many places. Well, I guess we'll have to do this one. We're going to have to do one of these green ones somewhere.
A trap has been triggered.
And somewhere, a giant plant is devouring an agent. It's my favorite mountain goat song.
Training has stalled.
Okay, we're one hitman off of being able to run that.
A scheme has succeeded.
Please train. Please train, hitman. Wait, the hitman training is... Is it here? No. This is mercenaries and stuff. I don't remember where our various training simulators are. This is all... yeah, whatever. I don't know. Ah, down here. Yep, hitman training. Okay.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Up, sneak around, use the cover system. Now, obviously, they're not real hitmen if they're not taking the robot's disguises.
Training has stalled.
I mean, I guess that counts. Who uses the gun? Critical lack of imagination on that guy. Where are we at on fuel? Close. Close. We're getting there. We have at least one mission worth of fuel on the way back right now. Alright, it's going to be a while before we're ready for that. I guess we're looking at another green one next, unless there is... Nope, we don't even have the martial artists for one of the ones that doesn't require any hitmen or mercenaries.
Training has stalled.
Yep, we're just doing this. Okay.
Something is wrong.
I mean, Zalika's got to be pretty close to running out of morale, right? In fact, I may already be out of morale given the rate of intel gain here.
Training has stalled.
I am the
Nope, and she's not close. I've just completely lost my ability to reckon time on account of, you know, everything. Alright, well, we do at least have more fuel incoming. Guess we'll just leave her in place for the moment.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
You know, I can't get out of my head this nagging feeling that, like, something is wrong with the minions, or like maybe the training room? I don't want to jump to any conclusions here. Could be the training room.
With either the minions or the training room, boss.
Alright, let's commit this, and then we'll pull Zalika and get her ready for the penultimate shot. Boy, it sure does take some time. You would think, too, that, like, intel would be flavored. Just, like, it shouldn't be the case that any information at all is useful on these missions. It should be, like, specific pieces of information, right?
Let's get
Alright, yep. Stop this. Run over here. Somebody is going to, in fact, that person right there, somebody is going to deliver the final piece of fuel. For the, not like final, but the final-ish. The semi-final piece of fuel. Yeah, let's do this.
Initiate firing sequence.
This is what I think of your full heat meter. I'm not doing anything in that area, am I? No. Okay. So, waiting on scientists here. Okay, we got the martial artists together. Now it's just a matter of getting intel.
And they were never heard from again. A fitting fate, don't you think?
An elegant solution.
All my solutions are elegant. That's why I'm in charge.
I have literally heard people at the C-level in tech companies say that.
Either the minions or the training room boss.
It's getting too real. Too real, Evil Genius. Alright, so yeah, we're waiting on quantum scientists to get trained. And somehow we're losing martial artists. Probably because they're training up the ladder, right? Alright, let's get Zalika to the chair for the final reset.
Consider my next move.
It might be the case that they want you to get too much fuel here. This might be too much.
Something is wrong
So
with
one,
either the minions or the
two-
training room boss.
Do we have 2 running right now? So that's 6 of the 25 fuel that we need, in addition to whatever's currently in the cannon. Which is, okay, nothing. No new fuel has been added. So, we need to run, unfortunately, still quite a few more of these
Or the
missions.
training room boss. Training has stalled.
Yep, and we still got a lot of people to replace. And always with the
Something
training.
is wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
We are training quantum chemists just as fast as we can. We're doing everything in our power.
Need anything?
Your only winning
That's probably sufficient,
is
right?
not to pray.
I'm sure 250 morale will be enough to get us the intel we need. Should probably try to stand more on, like, the line between these.
My attention.
I can make sure that I'm completely engulfing these two.
Something is wrong with
Work smarter, not hard.
Okay. Now that that is running, it really is just waiting on training at this point.
training has stalled.
The mission we were waiting for with the martial artist is just gone. Okay, this'll work, though.
Something is wrong with either
So
the
what, that's
minions or the training
9.
room boss.
Can't do greens. We can send you out,
Has
though.
stalled.
Just reset that area and lower the number of hostiles we get. Honestly,
Something
we
is
should
wrong
probably
with
do
either
this
the
as well.
minions or the training room boss.
So, martial artists.
Training
Yeah.
has stalled.
Really desperately in need of martial artists. And somehow we still have not sent out the
Something
people
is
that we
wrong with
need for...
either the minions or the training
I feel like
room
this
boss.
thing has been in pre-production for a really long time.
Training has stalled.
Do we have martial artists training? I assume we do. I assume everything's just moving really slowly because everything moves really
Something
slowly.
is wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
There's no martial artist training in this thing. It's in the basement. Okay, yep.
Training has stalled.
We're doing our best. We maybe could just use more total training machines. And everything we can do
Either the
here.
minions or the training
We
room
actually
boss.
did end up building out a fairly significant chunk of this bottom floor, right? Like that's
Training has
that's
stalled.
half of it at least. We kind of ended up using the space. Okay, finally.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
Where else? So we're not gonna be able to run this. 152, yeah. Is there a version of that mission that's in a place where we can run it without overheating the whole place? Okay, they finally launched
Something
that.
is
That's
wrong
nice.
with either the minions or the training
Don't
room
have
boss.
that available. Okay. This we can do. That's great
Training has
news.
stalled.
Getting close on that one with only 117. Oh,
Something
it
is
disappeared.
wrong with either the minions or the
Of course,
training
it
room
timed
boss.
out as we were about to actually have the personnel to do it.
Training has stalled.
So we have 3 that we're waiting on, 1 that is finishing.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
And 3 fuel in the thing.
Training has stalled.
So we still need to launch 4 more missions. Yeah, I really just need to reset this area.
With either the minions
But we can't
or the
afford
training
to
room
do the
boss.
high intel reset. I just need way more missions to spawn, unfortunately. And it's a real shame that, like, taking out the HQs removes the ability for missions to spawn in those areas when, if anything, it should make those areas friendly to us, right? Like, I know that we're annihilating the HQ building, but there's no reason that I would annihilate this geographical area when I could just void everybody's brain.
Something is wrong with either the
Then again,
minions
you might
or the
argue that I've
training room
never
boss.
really understood the plan. It's never truly made sense to me. Okay, let's bounce that. Yes, good.
Training has
In the
started.
hopes of causing a new mission to spawn in its place, is what I was about to say. That one we really do need to let the... Oh no, sorry, this is here. Yeah, heat has come down significantly here. Go ahead and erase that. We wouldn't want to launch that anyway.
Training has
Can we get a
started.
fuel mission here? Nope, okay. They're gonna make us wait. They do like to do that. I don't know if you guys had
Something is
noticed.
wrong with either the minions or the training room
But
boss.
y'all, I think this game has a thing for waiting. I think it's just very into waiting.
Training has stalled.
Oof, and it's all martial artist missions everywhere. Okay, this one might be available soon.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room boss. Training has stalled.
Okay, we're pretty close on a mercenary. I've already lost count because I can't hold a number in my head for more than 2 seconds. I think we need either 1 or 2 more commitments.
Training has stalled.
Man, it's very disheartening to see how slowly that number goes up. We've been playing the game in fast forward mode
Something is wrong
for
with either the
almost
minions or the
exclusively for
training
10 or so episodes. It is wild that we are still that it's still taking as long as it's
room
taking.
has stalled.
Alright, let's make sure we have people actually training. That's a thing I could have been doing a better job of keeping up on. And
Something is
then
wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
oh, that disappeared. Well, that's fine. Maybe it'll be replaced with a better one.
Training has stalled.
We do actually need that reset to happen. Can hope another one
Something is
appears
wrong
here
with
soon.
Either the minions or the training room boss.
Otherwise, it sort of looks like they're trying to starve us out. Which is not a bad plan, I suppose.
Training has stalled.
But you know, that's that's why it's annoying. The fact that it's a good plan makes that really annoying. I might just... Yeah, we'll just have to buy a real heat... like an expensive heat reset in one of these. Just to flush the region.
Has stalled.
Hope that we can get something to appear before the heat climbs back up at an incredible pace.
Something is wrong.
Because we're not going to be able to run this, right? Yeah, 60 heat gain to the region. Okay, this though. This will work.
Training has stalled.
And I do not remember if this is the last one or not.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training
We'll
room
queue up
boss.
one more just to be sure. I think that will definitely actually really probably do it. Okay, here we go. And then it's just the waiting
Something is
game.
wrong with either the
You know,
minions
we'll start
or
some
the
researches or
training room
something.
boss.
find something to tell our minions to do.
Training has stalled.
Let's wait so that we can press this button, so that we can wait, so that we can press a different button later, potentially, provided that I did not
Something is
miscount.
wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
Okay, I think we're good. 17
Training has
17 fuel in the can here. Guess do that. Just I probably shouldn't be sending people out on non-critical missions because of the helicopter pilot and, you know, that brain thing that he has, where it's missing.
Training has stalled.
I get it. You know, you're very nervous about the weight of the helicopter, and you're thinking, like, what's an organ that I don't need?
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
But listen, I'm a genius, certified, says it on the tin.
A trap
So,
has been triggered.
let me tell you, don't fly a helicopter without a brain. Not a great idea. That's your PSA for the day.
Resumed.
Brain good for helicopter times.
Training resumed.
And you can put that on my tombstone. Unless it turns out to actually be relevant to the way in which I died, in which case it's like kind of poor taste. Okay,
Something
now
is
we are
wrong
definitely
with either
good.
the minions or the training room, boss.
Let's get silent. Let's
Okay, she may as well get over here and wait, because we have run out of morale.
Am I supposed to be laughing? This is the death.
Apparently Eli's murdering people out front. That's fine, just normal casino stuff, you know. Hey
Training
minions,
resumed.
do a research. Figure out how cloning machines work.
Research has begun.
Seems like a great idea. Are we still waiting on helicopter trips? Or are the missions at least started? Okay, the missions are out. They're out there doing the things. It's a matter of waiting for them to come back. You can tell that I am tremendously impatient.
Training resumed.
Although, if you got this far in the series, you definitely already know that. I do think these globes are pretty cool. I wish I had a sense of whether the globe generates intel at a rate that makes it better to use than the advanced Intel console. It might be the case, right? They really need to put more numbers. Like, there's so many mechanics, but none of them are explained. And as such, you can't, even though there are a lot of mechanics, there's a lot of complex stuff going on, you're not really making choices all that much.
Either the minions or
Because
the training
you don't have the information that is necessary to make those choices. You just kind of pick a thing and do it. And like the same deal with like all of the decor and stuff. Like, are those items actually worth using? Who knows? Maybe. They definitely changed the rate of the thing.
Either the minions or the training room, boss.
Alright, we're finally ready, and hopefully this'll be... If there's another,
Has started.
like, time-burning step after this, I swear to God, we may quit. I may just bail.
I am the brains of the operation.
Okay, there we go. Let's do it.
This really is.
Oh yeah, then we have to wait a minute for for absolutely no reason. It's like, what if after you waited to wait, we then made you wait a little bit? It's fine, it's just a minute. There'd be something wrong with me if I couldn't patiently wait a minute and fast forward. Yeah, this whole continent's not so tough, you tell them.
They'll miss out on Utopia.
But they'll have the excitement of office parties.
Send them a slice of that horrible white birthday cake. Office workers love that.
I know exactly what cheap-ass office birthday cake she's talking about, and I do actually love it. She's got me pegged on that one.
Your henchman is in combat.
Alright, take control of a grateful world. Every human is connected to every other human. Their watch is beeping and flashing in time with void signals. Run the upgrade project. I will say, like, the dialogue made it a little unclear as to whether, like, who are we killing and who are we converting, and because it sort of sounded like we were obliterating the other HQs, but this one there's office parties. I don't know. Do the thing. okay, that was a fun final cinematic, at least. I feel like that was an appropriate ending cinematic. I maybe would have liked a little bit more, like, what's it like out on the streets kind of stuff. See our mind zombies wandering around. But, yeah, okay, I'm into it. Like I said, I think that the whole thing is still good. I love the aesthetics. I like the ideas presented in the mechanics. I wish that, again, there were numbers on all of the things so that you could actually know what the hell you're doing. But I think that, like, this seems to be the case with a lot of games that feel they have to have, like, a campaign. The length of the campaign, the number of hours that it takes you to complete the campaign, is just not very well suited. It's not very well matched to the number of hours that it takes you to, like, completely grasp the mechanics. I think you could cut this campaign in half, just take out several of the sort of, like, the intermediary wait steps, and honestly, a couple of the main objective steps that are just send people to the world map. And nothing would be lost. It would feel like a much more sensible investment of time. And also, you know, there are 4 geniuses. Like, if the campaign was half this length, after finishing it, I think I might be like, you know what? It might be worth checking out another one of the geniuses in the near future. As it is now, no, I'm good, thanks. We're done. I believe that there is a season pass. I think there's going to be DLC and stuff. And I know that they have been working. I've seen the updates on Steam. I know that they have been working on the pacing and stuff. So I'm not saying we're done with the game forever. We're definitely done for right now. But we may come back at some point in the future and see if they've worked some stuff out. Because I actually still, like, I really love the idea and the aesthetic and everything. I think a lot of the parts of this game are well executed. Yeah, I'm sure I want to skip the rest of the credits. We're good. We're fine. It's okay. Not that I don't want the people at the game studio to get their due, but man, video game credits are very long these days. So I'm just kind of curious if there's going to be any change to the main title screen here before we jump out. No, okay. Well, that was it. We did it. We took over the world. That was Evil Genius 2, World Domination. I said that I had spent some time with the first game and that I was curious how similar this was going to be to that, and let me tell you something. The answer is all of it. All of the similar. It really feels like they just made the same game. But, like, you know, it's they made it now. Obviously, the assets and everything are modern, but boy, I think it's just all the same mechanics. Sort of wild, in a way, especially given what some of those mechanics are. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today and for this series. And when you come back next time, tomorrow, new stuff. I'm very excited to get into some new things. I've been trying to find time to get into some new things. It's been very, very busy. But this opening up a hole in the schedule is certainly going to help. So come back tomorrow for more stuff, new stuff, and we'll see you then.